Roadmap to Victory is sponsored by the R&R family of companies.
Welcome back to Nittany Game Week. Someone has to finish dead last in the 18-team conference, and right now, that someone is Purdue. Coach Bradley, Coach Paterno, the Nittany Lions have to be careful not to overlook the Boilermakers, and this week, you guys are talking about two different opponents.
Well, we're going to get to Purdue in a moment. We're going to start out talking about the Big Ten Blood Challenge. Big Ten and Abbott have created the We Give Blood Drive because they want to drive donations at a time of year when donations generally tail off. Their mission is to do things and create an environment where Big Ten schools can compete each other, but also everybody wins. There's a way to do this. You can use the QR code on your screen. You can find a blood drive near you. It'll also help you upload it and get it done, and we'll see how this all goes. Now, the reason you want your school to win is the winning school is going to get $1 million for student or community health. And Penn Staters, we love to win everything. Donors also get a 1-month subscription to the Big Ten Plus network, and among all that, you get to save someone's life. So there's a pretty good reason to get involved. Now let's take a look at the current leaderboard. Todd referenced Purdue being 18th on the football field. If you look at where Penn State is in the donor drive, there's your top 9. Purdue's ahead of us. We're 12th. So it's imperative that Penn Staters get out there, roll up their sleeves, give some blood, save some lives. And to be part of a winning effort, I went out on Tuesday and rolled up my sleeves, although I was wearing short sleeves and gave blood. Here I am holding a pint of my own blood, 5 minutes, 35 seconds, needle in the arm, bag full. And Tom, I'm holding a bag of my own blood, which I never thought I'd do, and certainly never thought I'd do on television. But it's important to get involved.
It is important because it's going to help someone. And that's what makes it important.
Absolutely. And now, shifting over to something that's a little less important, a football game as opposed to life and death. Purdue has really struggled, Tommy. You look across the board, there's no mystery as to why they're struggling. They're just having trouble in every statistical category you can imagine.
Where's Drew Brees when they need him?
I don't even know if Drew Brees could get it done. But even beyond that, turnover margin time when you're struggling and you're turning the ball over, it makes it worse. Only 162 points in the season. 98 of them came in 2 games. The other 7 games only averaging 7.1 points per game. And then when you look at why they're struggling, take a look at their schedule. They will have played, by the time the season's over, 5 of the top 7 teams in this league, in the country, in the current playoff rankings. That's a tough deal to deal with.
Yeah, the other thing is, too, they haven't been able to get the run game going, which opens up the pass game because people can get more guys in the box. So this is really the one thing that and I thought they'd be able to do that early in the season. It's not a bad offensive line they have.
No, and let's talk about the quarterback position has been a bit of a struggle for him. Hudson Card is a strong arm quarterback. He can throw the deep out to the field. They just have not gotten the big plays off. And you can see here, this is a big time throw. I mean, he hits that back foot, Tom, and makes that throw all the way. You know how hard that is if you lay off to cover that.
Yeah, if you do. And one of the things, when they can make that throw there, it opens up a lot of other things inside.
Yeah, they're just not making the runs after the catches. Now, against Illinois, they scored 49 points. Brown, their backup quarterback, was a starter when Card was hurt. It changed the run game for them. They do have some talent at running back, but when you have that quarterback that can run, it really puts pressure on the defense.
It sure does, because you have to account for him at all times. You really have to know where he is.
And that quarterback, Brown, had 280-something yards passing, 118 rushing, but really has not been the starter since. We'll see. Maybe they make a change at that position. Now, on defense, they've also struggled. Scheme-wise, they've been in position. Here's a perfect example. They've got 3 guys in position to make this play unblocked, and they just missed 3 tackles. You know what
That's
happens
the thing
when
when you miss tackles, you can do a lot of statistics and different things, but at the end of the day, you start charting missed tackles up, that's going to tell you what kind of defense you've been playing.
Yeah, and there's a situation. 3 guys have a shot at them, and they just don't have that speed to catch up to that. You can see they've got guys in position. They don't make the tackles. And again, Northwestern, one of the better games they played, they lost in overtime, but it was because of plays like this. Now, pass rush, they've struggled to get to the quarterback. Even when they blitz, they'll try and do some things up front. But that lack of pass rush has allowed too much time for the quarterbacks. And third downs, Tom, they've given up a lot of third downs, 118th in the country.
And that's one of the things that really sticks out when you watch them on film, is how unproductive they are on third down.
Thank you, coaches. We'll move the chains. We've seen a lot of whiteout energy already this year. The official whiteout is a win for everyone and one of the best and most intimidating environments in prime time in November. Over 110,000 greet Washington under the lights. It's a bucket list game for hardcore college football fans, and it does not disappoint once again. All day tailgating before the kickoff. When the players run onto the field and the fireworks explode, it creates a core memory for the people in the stands and the guys wearing the blue and white.
I actually got to truly see and feel the whiteout energy. The first time we took the field, just hearing the crowd roar, it's definitely something that I took in and that I'll never forget and a store in my memory bank. I'm very thankful for the opportunity. I love the energy and the fans that they bring.
The team responded to the crowd's energy with nearly flawless execution in the first half. And for fans that couldn't make it to Happy Valley for the game, perhaps the next best way to experience the whiteout is in IMAX theaters throughout the area. For the first time, the game was seen on 23 theater screens, mostly in Pennsylvania and Washington. In this York County location, fans made sure to wear white. Of course, it was one of the better endings they've seen at the theater with a convincing victory over the Huskies. Up next, our Impact interview with CBS analyst Gary Danielson. We'll discuss his connection to Purdue and find out what impresses him the most about this year's Nittany Lions. More Nittany Game Week after this.